The story begins with a teenager named Justin. On the surface, he seems like any other high school kid, going through his morning routine and getting ready for another ordinary day. But unbeknownst to anyone, Justin isn't really Justin today. His body has been taken over by a mysterious spirit known only as A. For A, this is nothing new. Every morning, they wake up in the body of a different teenager. One day a boy, the next a girl, the next someone completely different. A has no choice in where they'll end up. Today, that happens to be Justin's. At school, we meet Rian, Justin's girlfriend. From the very beginning, it's clear she puts far more effort into the relationship than he does. She checks her phone for replies from him, but there's nothing. Justin, as usual, didn't bother to answer. Despite her constant effort, he stays distant and cold. Soon, Rian approaches, apologizing for texting him so much last night.
Look, I'm sorry for texting you so much.
She thinks he's upset, expecting the same cold reaction. But instead, it does something Justin never would. He looks at her with genuine care and says he should have replied. For the first time in a long while, Rian feels noticed. She smiles, not realizing the boy she's talking to isn't really her boyfriend at all. Then, Rian convinces Justin to skip school with her.
Maybe it would be fun if we just went somewhere.
A agrees, curious to see where this will lead. They take Justin's car and head off, singing in the car, laughing as the music plays.
This is the day when things fall into place.
Rian is very happy. Her boyfriend is finally acting different, finally showing her the affection she's always wanted. They drive to a quiet beach. Later on, Rian finally senses something unusual. Justin is acting different, so kind, so present, so unlike the boyfriend she knows. But instead of questioning it, she chooses to hold on to the happiness of the moment. She opens up to him about her troubled family life. Rian reveals that her father had a mental breakdown, nearly causing their family to lose their home. He left his job, and now her mother works part-time to make ends meet. It's clear that Rian has been carrying these burdens silently, waiting for someone who would truly listen. They tells her that sometimes, people just need a break.
Sometimes, people need a break.
His words, simple yet sincere, give her comfort. For once, she feels understood. They kiss, and for a brief moment, Rian believes Justin has changed. As he drives her home, he hints that tomorrow might not feel the same.
You know every day won't be like this, right?
But Rian brushes it off, saying that tomorrow is tomorrow, and today should end on a nice note.
Let's end today on a nice note.
The next morning, everything shifts again. A wakes up in the body of Amy. Like always, they sets 2 alarms and snaps a picture to remember the day. Wanting to see Rian again, Amy transfers temporarily to Rian's school, pretending to be a new exchange student. She even asks if she can shadow Rian for the day. At first, Rian agrees.
Yeah, sure.
But then her mood changed when she saw Justin had gone back to his usual careless self. Later in class, Justin approached Rian and asked what they even did yesterday. He complains that skipping class left him with so much to catch up on, as if the day together had been nothing but an inconvenience. To Rian's shock, he doesn't remember anything about yesterday. When she tries to remind him, Justin snaps and gets frustrated. Amy steps in and defends her. Rian is shocked. Confused, she brushes it off, but Amy gently tells her that she deserves better.
You deserve better.
Amy tucks Rian's hair behind her ear before walking away. The following day, it wakes up in the body of a boy named Nathan. That night, Rian attends a party with Justin. But as usual, Justin abandons her, leaving her alone while he hangs out with his friends. Feeling lonely, Rian plays the same song she and Justin sang in his car the other day, hoping Justin might remember it. But Justin doesn't even react. Meanwhile, A, now in Nathan's body, who was also at the party, was jamming with the song and invited Rian to join him. For a moment, she feels that spark again. Nathan introduces himself as Steve's cousin.
I'm Nathan, Steve's cousin.
But it's really A trying to keep close to her. Justin eventually notices and confronts them. But when Nathan casually says he's Steve's gay cousin, Justin backs off, relieved to know that. Later, A takes her to a quiet spot outside, where they have a heartfelt conversation. Once again, he tells her she deserves better than the way Justin treats her. She listens quietly. Just then, one of A's alarms goes off, reminding him that time is up.
I'm sorry, I have to go.
Panicking, he leaves quickly, while Justin, who just learned the truth that Nathan isn't gay at all, tries to chase after him. The next day, chaos erupts. Nathan, who was seen sleeping in the middle of the road, now himself again, publicly claims that he was possessed by a demon at the party. Meanwhile, it woke up in the body of a blind boy, so they couldn't reach Rhiannon at all that day. The following day, Rhiannon receives a mysterious text asking her to meet at a bookstore. Unsure of what to expect, she goes, thinking it might be Nathan. Instead, A arrives in the body of Megan. He explains everything. He was Justin, Amy, Nathan, and more. At first, Rhiannon doesn't believe him. She thinks it's some kind of elaborate prank.
Who knows who else are playing some stupid joke, and honestly, I don't even want to know why.
But A proves it by recalling details only she and Justin shared, like the words from a fortune cookie and the truth about her father. Rhiannon is shocked, but still hesitant, not ready to fully accept this impossible truth. She leaves, overwhelmed by the strangeness of it all. But he doesn't give up. The next day, he meets her again, this time in the body of James. He reveals his reality. Ever since he was a child, he's woken up in a different body every day. Always someone his age. Never the same body twice. No control and no choice. To prove it, A shows Rhiannon a private Instagram account where he documents every day of his life with pictures from the bodies he's inhabited. He explains that she can always use this account to reach him, no matter whose body he's in. Rhiannon listens, still unsure. She decides to give herself some time.
Bye.
But her thoughts can't escape what she's seen and heard. Later, she meets Nathan again, who insists that he wasn't imagining things when he said he was possessed. It was real. This conversation confirms it for Rhiannon. A is telling the truth. Not long after, while walking at school, Rhiannon notices someone new, a transgender teen named Vic. Something about him feels familiar, and soon enough, she realizes it's A again. They talk together, and once more, it lets out his feelings, telling her that what matters is the soul, not the body, and that she should give him a chance.
I'm not asking you to give Vic a chance, Rhiannon. I'm asking you to give me a chance.
She couldn't answer at first, but later on, she decides to move past the confusion. She'll try to accept him for who he is, no matter what body he wakes up in tomorrow. The next morning, A was shocked. He woke up in Rhiannon's body.
Holy shit.
For the first time, he gets to live a day as the girl he's fallen for. At first, A is nervous. This feels different, more personal. He looks in the mirror and promises to himself that he won't invade her privacy. He won't look at her body.
Sorry. I didn't mean to look.
Won't cross any boundaries, and won't make choices that aren't his to make. Instead, he'll try to use this rare opportunity to understand her better, to see the world from her eyes. Throughout the day, A experiences what it's like to live as Rhiannon. At school, he notices how others treat her, how Justin takes her for granted. A keeps his promise, choosing not to break up with Justin despite having the chance. At home, A gets to spend time with Rhiannon's family. He sees her mother, tired from working part-time jobs to keep the household together. He sees her sister Jolene, who often teases Rhiannon but clearly cares about her. And most importantly, A spends time with Rhiannon's father, and he opens up about why he paints. He admits that when he was younger, he gave up his passion for a stable job. But after his breakdown, painting became his way of healing, a reminder of who he truly was. Listening to this, A realizes how much weight Rhiannon carries at home, supporting a family that has been through so much. At the end of the day, A writes a letter to Rhiannon, explaining everything he felt while living her life. He tells her he tried his best to leave her memories intact, to leave things as they were. The following morning, Rhiannon wakes up and finally takes a brave step forward. She breaks up with Justin.
I think we need to take a break.
For too long, she's carried a relationship where she was the only one giving effort. Now, after seeing the difference when A was in Justin's body, she knows she deserves more. Feeling both nervous and relieved, she calls A, hoping to spend more time with him. They decide to take a trip together for the weekend, heading to her uncle's cabin away from everything else. That day, A wakes up in the body of a boy named Xavier. He joins Rhiannon at the cabin, and together they spend quiet, intimate moments, just talking and enjoying each other's company. During their conversations, Rhiannon suggests that maybe leaving a mark behind isn't such a bad thing. Maybe it's proof that A exists, that he's real, even if nobody else knows his secret. But A doesn't agree. He feels a responsibility not to interfere with the lives of the people whose bodies he inhabits. He believes he should leave things unchanged, like he was never there at all. As the day ends, A says his goodbye and promises to come back to her the next day. But when tomorrow comes, he doesn't show up. Rhiannon waits at the cabin for hours, worried and disappointed, until she finally calls her mother to come pick her up. Later, A explains why. That day, he had woken up in the body of someone undergoing a lung transplant. He couldn't leave the hospital, and he couldn't risk that person's life by running away. For Rhiannon, it's another painful reminder of the reality of loving someone like A. The cycle goes on until one morning, A wakes up as Alexander. Unlike the others, A somehow manages to stay in Alexander's body for a few days. For the first time, it feels like they can have something real. They laugh, they talk, and they share simple, genuine moments together. No rushing against time, no fear of midnight pulling them apart. But as those days pass, A begins to see something he can't ignore. Their future is complicated, and he can't just stay in Alexander's body forever. One evening, A told her that she should be with Alexander instead because he is everything Rhiannon has ever wanted. Kind, steady, thoughtful, the type of boy who fits naturally into her world. Alexander has the life, the family, and the stability that A could never give her.
How can you say that?
Because Alexander's perfect for you.
Their love is beautiful, but it's too complicated. He tells Rhiannon she deserves someone who can truly stay, someone who can be there every day, not just for a fleeting moment. And that someone is Alexander. The words cut deep. Tears fall as Rhiannon realizes he's right. As much as she loves A, she can't build a future on borrowed days. They eventually decided to spend their last remaining hours with something memorable. The next morning, A is gone. He inhabits a new body, far away, leaving Rhiannon behind. As for Rhiannon, she and Alexander eventually ended up together. Their story proves that some souls are not meant to walk beside us forever, but to pass through, to change the way we see love, life, and ourselves. And even though A and Rhiannon must part ways, they both know that their love was real.